So in this video, we're going to go through 5 more examples of factorising quadratic expressions where the coefficient of x squared is not 1. So our first example, 2x squared take away 3x take away 2. So we're first of all going to multiply the 2 by the minus 2. So 2 times minus 2 is minus 4. So we're looking for two numbers that multiply together make minus 4, but add together to make minus 3. So that would be minus 4 and 1. So minus 4 and 1 will work. So we're going to split up the minus 3x into minus 4x plus 1 lot of x. And then we've got the take away 2. So just as we've done in the previous videos. So factorise the 2 halves. 2x squared take away 4x. If I factor out the 2x, then I'd have x take away 2 inside the bracket. We know that the other bracket's got to be x take away 2, so we've just got plus 1 lot of x take away 2 there. So our two brackets are x take away 2 and 2x plus 1. So 2x plus 1, x take away 2. And it doesn't matter in which order I write them, either would be perfectly fine. I'm just going to write them with the larger coefficient of x on the left-hand side. That's usually how I do it. But not always, just to be clear. But in this video, I will. So number 2, 5x squared take away 13x take away 6. First of all, multiply the 5 by the minus 6. So 5 times minus 6 is minus 30. So we're looking for two numbers that multiply together make minus 30, but add together to make the coefficient of x, so the minus 13. So it's always good practice to check the 5 and the 6 at the start, but that's not quite going to work, is it? So 10 and 3, would that work? It looks like it will, because 10 times 3 is 30, but there's no, I can't do, one's going to have to be positive, one's going to have to be negative, so that's not going to work here. 15 and 2, so minus 15 times 2, minus 15 plus 2 gets me the minus 13, so that one works. Right. So 5x squared, split the minus 13x up into minus 15x plus the 2x, and then we've got the minus 6. So factorise the 2 halves. 5x lots of x take away 3, and we'll have 2 lots of x take away 3. So our two brackets, x take away 3, and the 5x plus the 2. So 5x plus 2, x take away 3. Okay. Right, so number 3. 4x squared plus x take away 5. So first of all, multiply the 4 by the minus 5. So minus 20. So we're looking for two numbers that multiply together make minus 20, but add together to make the coefficient of x, which is 1. So 4 and 5 are looking like pretty good candidates here, aren't they? Minus 4 times 5, minus 4 plus 5, that works out. So 4x squared minus 4x plus 5x. And then we've got the minus 5 on the end. 2 halves. So the first half, factor out the 4x and have x take away 1 as the bracket. And then we've got plus 5 lots of x take away 1. So our two brackets, x take away 1 and 4x plus 5. Okay, that's number 3 then. So number 4. So first of all, multiply the 6 and the minus 5 together. So that gets us minus 30. So we're looking for two numbers that multiply together to make minus 30, but add together to make the coefficient of x, which is minus 29. So, minus 30 and 1, that'll work, won't it? So we've got 6x squared minus 30x plus x take away 5. Factorise your 2 halves. So 6x squared and minus 30x, factor out the 6x, and we'll have x take away 5. And then we've got one lot of x take away 5. So we've got the x take away 5 and 6x plus 1. Okay, right, number 5. So last one, we've got 8x squared, take away 29x, take away 12. I'm going to multiply the 8 and the minus 12 together first. So 12 eighths, 96, so minus 96. So two numbers that multiply together to make minus 96, but add together to make minus 29. Ooh, right, that's not particularly pleasant. 8 and 12 aren't going to work. I feel like I'm going to need larger values here. So if I do, 4 and 24? It's almost there. But still, that's not quite right. Okay, I think I'm going to have to go larger than that. So, not 2 and 48. That's not going to work. I think I need something odd as one of them. Was it 3 and 32, isn't it? 3 and 32. So minus 32 times 3 minus 32 plus 3. That'll work. Okay, so we've got the 8x squared. Take away 32x plus 3x, take away 12. 2 halves. So we can factor out 8x and then x take away 4. And then we'll have 3 lots of x take away 4. So one of the brackets is x take away 4 and the other bracket is 8x plus 3. So 8x plus 3, x take away 4. And I'm done.